Belted into right center. Back goes Gonzalez, and this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. The run scores from second and all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game. Leading off the inning, Charlie Blackmon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Schultz is there to make the catch, and it's a one-pitch out to start. At the plate, Dylan Schultz. He singled his last time up.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Sliced hard on the ground. Played on the backhand. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is Dylan Schultz. Steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 6-2. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Up next for the Cubs.
I think the phrase here is, when you're hot, you're hot. He's been on fire the last week or so, and it's going to continue here as he drives this all the way out to the wall. It'll wind up an RBI triple.
Addison Russell digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Arenado ranging into the outfield. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Cubs.
Tommy La Stella digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gonzalez the catch. Now here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Oh, that was taking a big risk. You got to know you're trying to score against a guy that's got one of the best arms in the business, and he sets up and makes a great throw here to the plate, but that runner's just able to slide by safely.
Dylan Schultz, tripled homer run last time through, so let's see what he's got in store this time.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 31 for him on the season as this lead got even wider.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Dylan Schultz will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Gonzalez moves over. 2 down. Dylan Schultz will dig in looking for more. Already 4 RBIs to this point.
Well, he's getting that great chance to drive in runs, and he's taking advantage of it. Some hitters just get better when there's guys on base.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it, it looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Addison Russell strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Throw over to the bag.
No, he's safe.
A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
3-0 count. Here it comes. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Tommy La Stella will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Well, errors are going to happen. They're just part of the game, but this obviously is a bad time to make a mistake like this. That allows 2 runners to come in and score, and that's it.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments. But first, we'll take a look at the Topps player spotlight. Dylan Schultz is our man to watch as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games you won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game, and although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. It's a cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Dylan Schultz will stand in, and look at that average. Up over 370 to start the ball game.
And you know, guys, it's the middle of the summer now, and he's putting together a great season. I just love the way he's been swinging it all year.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. 32 now for the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Cam Orr will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Schultz ranging back. He tracks it down. A nice run. Juan Sanchez will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Samardzija hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Schultz looks up, bring this one back. It's a home run. Dylan Schultz is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Dylan Schultz strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Left side. Oh, and he took his eye off it as it's right through him into left. The relay, and he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Juan Sanchez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. In there, a base hit. Dylan Schultz will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now a long throw to third, and he is in there.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another three-hit ball game, and that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Anthony Rizzo will come forward now in a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-2 game. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. Dylan Schultz will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First delivery to him on the way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Here's Hayward taking the turn at third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
So striding in, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the ground to the right side. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 4-4 game.
Late inning problems have doomed this team all season. It's the hallmark of a losing ball club, not being able to hold on to a lead. And here's another example of the bullpen serving up the tying run here in the late innings.
Juan Sanchez steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Swinging a looper to left. Schultz coming on, and he makes the catch for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Dylan Schultz. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Dylan Schultz. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Anthony Rizzo. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right.
To call the atmosphere here charging it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Corey Seager gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. This is in the air to left. Schultz sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire. Jonathan Lucroy into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Dylan Schultz strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Hernandez ranging back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he is in there with the first hit of Game 1. It's a double.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look. He gets that bat head out front and just rips this ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
Addison Russell will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Coming to the plate now, Dexter Fowler. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. JT Realmuto will stand in now, and you'd have to say he was one of the real bright spots in the division series.
And here in October, this is when you want your guys to really find their stride. And you're right, Matty. He was outstanding in getting them into this LCS.
Jake Arrieta will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Stepping in, Dylan Schultz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in the game.
He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Oh, man, that's just digging that front shoulder down and then whipping that bat through the zone and just hammering it into right field. Those are the kind of balls that if you get a little bit of lift on it, maybe some...
Addison Russell stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Clayton Kershaw will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Hit on the ground is short. Russell has it. The toss will go to La Stella at second, and the force out means Dylan Schultz digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Dylan Schultz.
Line to the right side. Puig is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Dylan Schultz will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Drilled to the right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all.
Addison Russell will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In the first game of this year's World Series, Jordan Zimmermann twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, helping lead Detroit to a win. Good morning, everyone.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Pablo Sandoval. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schultz is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope. Into the box now, Dylan Schultz. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Dylan Schultz.
Into the seats, 0-1. First and second here with nobody out. High and deep to left center field. Ghost going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Striding into the box, J.D. Martinez. He drew a walk his first time up. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Schultz is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Dylan Schultz digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Ramirez is there to make the catch, and it's one pitch, one gone here in the bottom of the third. Ready now, Pablo Sandoval, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Stepping in, Anibal Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Dylan Schultz will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Goes is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. J.D. Martinez will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Schultz is under it to put it away. Dylan Schultz will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Well, now we see a visit from the pitching coach, and he might be giving him a challenge out there. Something like, this is where you show me what you're made of out here. Now, I'm trusting in you that you'll work out of this, so don't let me down.
Anthony Rizzo strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Ground ball right side. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More from Game 6 after this message and a word from our local stations. Hanley Ramirez is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schultz shading to his right. 1 out. J.D. Martinez will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schultz is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they're held. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join Dylan Schultz will stand in an early RBI opportunity here in Game 7.
And it goes without saying, this is an important one to cash in on. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get, so you got to make everyone count.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle, but a fine grab by the shortstop Ramirez as he takes away a hit. Dylan Schultz stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put it.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and no doubter here.
Walt Morris will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
In the air now, out to left. Schultz is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Leading off the inning, Hanley Ramirez. And they'll need him to get something going here. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Schultz has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Leadoff man gone for the left fielder, Justin Upton. And here's a swing by Upton as he gets on top of this one and sends it out to deep left field. And that... J.D. Martinez is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Schultz racing back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Dylan Schultz stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, he jumped all over a first pitch foul.
And now meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and it's now 7-4. Stepping in, Walt Morris. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Justin Upton will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Schultz going back on it, and this one is gone. A home run. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Out in front as this is skied in the air. To make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more from the big one. Game 7 returns after this.
Your attention, please.
And a new pitcher is summoned from the bullpen as it'll be the left-hander Boone Logan that gets the call. Dylan Schultz will dig in to lead things off here in what's been a very evenly played game so far.
I'll say tie game, tie series. Hard to get much more evenly matched than what we've seen so far.
deep to center field. Ghost going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Dylan Schultz will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Anthony Rizzo comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come. Addison Russell comes to the plate with ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. JT Realmuto comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone. Dylan Schultz steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 run on. Now in the box, Anthony Ghost. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Schultz is there, 1 away. Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schultz moves over. And after years, decades of futility, we can finally say the words. The Chicago Cubs have won the World Series.
Well, let the celebrating begin. This is a World Series for the ages. And it came down to a Game 7, but all along, I really felt like this was the better team, and they proved it here. They are the world champions.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs. Back here on a special opening day edition of the MLB pregame show. Matt Vasgersian here counting down the minutes until the new season gets underway. And before it does, we'll check out our first Topps Player Spotlight. Dylan Schultz is our subject as he spearheaded his club's drive to a World Series championship a year ago, taking home the MVP award in the Fall Classic.
And Matty, just getting to the World Series is such a big deal. But not only did he wind up on the winning end of things, he also takes home the MVP honors. And it's an award that he'd love to get a chance to defend. And with another solid season, his guys may have the chance to do just that.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. Than this afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching's going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Chicago Cubs.
Striding into the box, Dylan Schultz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bailey gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Lined back over second. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Anthony Rizzo steps in with one in, one out, and one on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Coghlan is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Chris Bryant set to take his first cut with a man at first and two away. Coming to the plate now, Addison Russell. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more on opening day after this. Dylan Schultz digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Check swing grounder to the right side. Only chance is a bare hand. Not in time.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Remarkable play just to... Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Bailey pauses. Here's the 0-2. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Escobedo comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Back to first, but it's right over his head. Into the box now, Homer Bailey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Schultz comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
Hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate, make it 5-1. Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. 0-1, here's the pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Brasky is there for it. One away.
Now batting,
Chris Bryant will dig in. A Silver Slugger winner in the National League a season ago. Throw over to the bag.
No, he's in
and
there.
The runner back.
Simple throw over there.
And again a throw.
He's
and he'll
good.
get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
And he waited for his opportunity there, but not going to pan out this time as a good throw nails him at second.
Dylan Schultz steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Cingrani pauses. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined into left field. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 6-1.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. There are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners off for second. Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. Escobedo going back on it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Chris Bryant will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Six runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Dylan Schultz. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Vesperis. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks.
That's a nice job.
And the brightest star for the Cubs this afternoon was this fellow right here, Jason Heyward. He's our tops player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. That's how you want to get your season started.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 9-1. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Reds, 1 run on 9 hits. 2 errors. They left 14.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our tops player spotlight. Dylan Schultz will be in the glow, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have...
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen into public address announcement. Stepping in, Billy Hamilton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schultz giving chase. He makes the play. A fine running catch. Dylan Schultz gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing to...
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Sometimes these pitchers, they let their egos get the better of them. But here, instead of working the corners, maybe using something with a little more movement, gives them a stick.
Devin Mesoraco stands in. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Schultz ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. And with it, the Reds. Settling in now, Dylan Schultz. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A runner on first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Carmen Vesperis is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schultz is under it to put it away, and it's a quick 1-pitch out to begin. Dylan Schultz Strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
So smart here at the plate. You can see
Anthony Rizzo stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Joaquin Brown will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Schultz is under it to put it away. And Devin Mesoraco will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Fly ball into straightaway left. Schultz has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and Patrick Ollenberger ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Belted high in the air out to left. Schultz going back on it, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home. Joaquin Brown will stand in now. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Dylan Schultz strides into the box now. Launched once. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked faint.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. And another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner goes for second. Taken for strike 3. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
This nearly turned into a strike him out, throw him out double play. They roll the dice and send the runner with 2 strikes, but the throw's just a bit late to second, so that'll be a stolen base.
Chris Bryant will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Dylan Schultz will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. From the stretch. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Therefore, it is Votto 2 away now. Dylan Schultz strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now a swing and a fly ball. Should be enough to get the job done. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win.
Well, you had the sense early on that this one was destined to go down to the wire, and sure enough, these guys are going to pull this one out here in walk-off fashion. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference,
There he is. He's our top player of the game.
And he stepped in knowing the game was on the line, and he was still aggressive. He found a pitch he could do something with, and he winds up winning the ball game.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 6-4. So long from Wrigleyville.
For the Reds, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball. And remind you to please drive home safely.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Dylan Schultz will be our subject as he enters this one having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games you won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game, and although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Game number 3 of this new season. Joey Votto gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit in the air to left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13.
Anthony Rizzo steps into the box. Has to be thinking strikeout here. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. And now time to check how Joe Maddon has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone standing? Chris Bryant settles into the box for his first chance. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Escobedo racing back. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Leroy Brasky will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
This one's flared toward left center, and no one can corral that one. Base hit. And a relay home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dylan Schultz. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Anthony Rizzo gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2.
Oh, you guys are going to make me say it, aren't you? Deuces are wild.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Swinging a soft liner, and no problem over there at first as he flags. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Now in the box, Joey Votto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schultz coasts under it. 2 gone. Dylan Schultz digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Dylan Schultz.
He's set, and the pitch. Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 9-3 game now. Anthony Rizzo will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Chris Bryant stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Digging in, Joaquin Brown earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Now the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left field. Schultz over to his right. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors. Dylan Schultz will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time.
Schultz.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Now a long throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw. Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. And there he goes towards second. Drilled to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, if this was a straight hit and run, this is not really a high percentage play with 2 outs, but it's going to work out perfectly as he finds a hole. That'll put runners on the corners.
Chris Bryant digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Joaquin Brown strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that's a run on 2. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Dylan Schultz. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. But an atom ball right to him for the first down. Leroy Brasky will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Schultz is under it, and he